Warning: it is important that prior to performing this or any other safety or service procedure on any Heil product, that the person performing the work has both read and firmly understands the parts and service manual, as well as the product operator's manual, including the detailed safety instructions that accompanied this vehicle. If there is anything that is unclear or that you don't understand, do not attempt to operate the vehicle or perform any of the service or maintenance tasks called out in this video. Quarantine the area, walk away from the vehicle, and contact your supervisor immediately for clarification. It is also important to ensure you are wearing the appropriate personal protective equipment, hereafter referred to as PPE, prior to beginning this or any other service or maintenance procedure. Hey, I'm Travis Wallen, the service guru here at Heil Environmental in beautiful Fort Payne, Alabama. Thanks for joining me at the Service Shack. Today we're going to talk about the proper way to pack with your Heil HalfPack front loader. There are a number of factors affecting how often you should compact the load, including the experience of the operator. To achieve maximum payload, you will need to utilize the AutoPack feature, which comes standard on all HalfPacks. AutoPack allows you to pack with one push of the button. This feature also allows you to pack while on the move. To use AutoPack, put the arms in the lowered or transit position. Make sure the hydraulic system is on, then press and release the extend button located on the control panel on the doghouse. The packer panel will extend approximately 81 inches to move the trash into the body and clear the hopper, and then automatically return to the front of the hopper. When the auto cycle is complete, the packer panel will be in position for the next load. Packing on the move means that the packing mechanism can operate whether the vehicle is moving or stationary. Your HalfPack is designed to pack material into the body with relatively short packer panel stroke, hence the name HalfPack. The packing stroke of the multi-stage cylinder in the eject models is set to extend on the first stage. Older dump models have single-stage packing cylinders. The first stage of the cylinder develops the most force and packs the densest load. The other stages are used to eject the load. It's easy to get better efficiency from your Heil HalfPack if you follow a few simple steps. After loading waste from 2 or 3 bins, move the material from the hopper to the body area by cycling the packer panel. Very little packing will occur until the body starts to fill. If you're loading large bins, 8 to 10 yard, you'll need to cycle the packer panel after every bin is emptied. After the first few bins are emptied, the body will begin to fill and material can fall back into the hopper as the panel is retracted. This is normal. Just cycle the packer again to move the trash back into the body. The packer panel is shaped with a vertical lower surface and a sloping curved top portion. While the curved portion does some packing, it really acts more like a spill shield. The majority of the packing is done by the vertical lower portion. For approximately the first half of the load, cycle the packer panel at least 2 times after you empty each bin to clear the hopper of fallback material. Larger bins may require additional cycles. After you load the bin into the hopper, it's very important to watch the packer panel as it moves rearward and compacts the material. Watch for material that may be boiling up or about to spill over the top of the packer panel. When you see this, reverse the packer panel all the way using the retract button and allow the material to fall back into the hopper. Then start the cycle again. It may be necessary to cycle the packer several times to clear the hopper. Material that boils up can become jammed between the top of the packer panel and the roof and cause damage to the unit. It can also spill over and get stuck behind the packer panel, which will require the operator to remove it. The larger capacity bin you unload, the more likely this is to happen. When the body begins to fill, bridging may occur. Bridging is the buildup of compacted material in the bottom of the body. The material at the top of the body may be relatively uncompacted. When bridging happens, the packer panel will not complete its automatic stroke cycle, stopping before it automatically reverses. To break up the bridged material, cycle the panel repeatedly until it completes a full cycle. This will usually break the bridge and allow you to pack more material. As the body fills, it's important to cycle the packer more often to keep the hopper clear. As you gain experience on a given route, you'll be able to observe the number of bins loaded, how full the bins are, and the type of material in the bins. This will help you develop a feel for the load and be able to determine when you have a full load and if bridging is happening. If possible, mix some wet bins with dry bins. This helps compact the material more. Also, wet waste helps lubricate the body, which results in better packing. As the body gets full, the material is more likely to boil up. At this point, you will need to decide if loading another bin before heading to the landfill is worth the additional packer cycling that will be needed to pack the trash. Some operators may choose to load a couple of smaller bins at this point to make packing easier. If the route permits, choose heavier, wet bins to load after the smaller bins, as this can significantly add to the payload capacity. One thing to keep in mind, packing the load with the hopper cover closed can damage the unit. Keep the cover open until you complete the route or are ready to go to the landfill. Remember, the top door is not designed to help with packing. It's a closure for traveling long distances and must be kept open during the loading and packing process. All HalfPacks come with a standard packer override switch. Under certain circumstances, this feature can be tremendously helpful. For instance, there may not be enough room in the hopper to empty an overfull, very large bin, or if the hopper hasn't been totally cleared before emptying the bin. Normally, the bin must be lowered to use the AutoPack button. Lowering a partly empty bin can spill material onto the cab protector or elsewhere. As an alternative, you can rotate the forks and level the bin to make sure it's out of the hopper. Then use the override switch and operate in manual packer mode to partially pack the material already in the hopper, creating enough room for more waste to be loaded. Keep an eye on the top of the packer panel and make sure material doesn't fall behind the panel or boil over the top. Cycle the panel back and forth to make more room in the hopper. When you've made enough room and the packer is fully retracted, try to empty the bin again. Your HalfPack unit has a timer in the Cortex controller that individually times the duration of the pack extend and retract cycles. If the pack cycle is more than 24 seconds, the panel will return to the fully retracted position and the Insight diagnostic display will show a warning that the AutoPack has timed out and will beep. This is an indication that you have reached maximum payload and need to head to the landfill. Or this could mean that there is a bridge in the body and you should continue to pack several times. If the packer continues to time out, then you have reached capacity. We've covered a lot of steps, so let's recap. With the first half of the load, cycle the packer panel twice for each bin loaded. When loading large bins, a third pack may be necessary. Always watch the packer panel for material that may boil up, which can cause jamming and spillage. If this occurs, reverse the panel all the way and pack again. Repeat as needed. As the body fills, you may need to perform additional packing cycles to clear the fallback material and clear the hopper. If bridging occurs, the packer will not automatically complete the cycle. Repeatedly cycle the packer manually to break the bridge. When the automatic cycle returns, you can load more bins. By breaking up the bridge material, you can significantly increase payloads. As the body fills, pack more often to keep the hopper clear of fallback material and pack more effectively. The key to achieving maximum payloads is pack, pack, pack. And of course, always operate your front loader safely and wisely. That does it. Now you know how to properly pack a Heil HalfPack front loader. I hope this video has helped you gain better understanding of the packing process. But if you still have questions, contact Heil Technical Services at 866-310-4345. Remember, we're here to help in any way we can. So be safe out there, and we'll see you next time, here at the Service Shack.